Right, third replay of the day. It's gonna be a 2v2 on heavy artillery. It's gonna be a Protoss versus Terran Protoss. In the top right hand corner of the map we have the red Terran player, Mrcool, and the blue Protoss player, SirSaveAhoe. And both of them are members of the Goat clan. One Goat, one, I have no idea which clan it is. In the bottom left corner of the map, representing the best, worst clan in the game, Abadslime, and representing Cryptic, it is Endurance, the Teal Protoss player. We're not going to talk about what race or color slime is because slime doesn't see things like color and race. So obviously it would be the most respectful to avoid any discussion of color or race in the chat whenever we are talking about slime. Of course. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look like either side is cheesing. These two guys are just scouting probes. There's no forge, is there? No, there's not. Gonna take that. That is a Nexus before a core, I believe. Though you're not supposed to keep probing after this. You're supposed to put down your core first. That's a gap. Oh my god. Hello? Where's your core? I guess you just don't like making units. Endurance taking his own Nexus after the core. And this probe is... I'm sorry, we're chasing who? We're chasing Slime's probe. We're chasing Endurance's probe too. Oh my gosh, the teal and the blue probe just look too similar. Yeah, that probe is not going to get out of there. What you could have done is recall the probe. Oh my god, just wait for the shields to regen and then recall it. Recall... Oh my god, never mind. I'm pretty sure in the early game, it may or may not be worth it to recall a probe. What the hell do I know? I don't play this race. But I have absolutely seen pro players do probe harass, and then just recall one probe when their probe gets stuck. Anyway, Mrcool taking a pretty late... Okay, his factory is giga late. And his natural is giga late, and he's floating 500 minerals. By the way, Firelord Corner, if you ever want to rewatch that series, it's on my YouTube channel. You can use the YouTube command to check that out. And Mrcool, after taking the latest CC before factory ever, is going to do 3 CC at 3 minutes. Fantastic. And then he's just going to immediately lose it to an dead. Yeah, when you're 3 CC, you're meant to build it on the high ground. Believe it or not. Because when you're 3 CC, you have no army, and then just the Adept runs in and does stuff like that to you. SirSaveAhoe is actually taking a ninja base down here. Not that far away, but it is hidden. And I don't think that Endurance knows about it. Nope, he does not. And Slime's own natural finishes up substantially later than Endurance's, but his tech... I would say that his tech would finish on time, but looks like his build is just a little bit less efficient overall. No matter. Also, I just realized that Mrcool was intending to take this base, so that's why he took this one. But at the end of the day, this is even a 3cc build. Like, the natural CC was so late, the 3rd CC got delayed because of the worker kills, so... And then the factory was just late, so you don't even have your tech. But now we have an eBay up, and we're getting turrets up at before 4:30. Fantastic build order. More gateways in a robo. The forge. We are not producing upgrades from this forge, and we trapped a probe inside. Robius's Bob the probe is trapped inside. Good job. Good job, SirSaveAhoe. You did great. Excellent use of building placement. And random cannon battery being placed over there. The mineral line completely explodes. I agree with that decision. The actual fight is happening. I don't think we have... Blink is just not done, but the Stalker's gonna get away, and Blink just finishes. And these are Blink Stalkers now. Which means Endurance gonna actually get the poking of it. Observer's gonna move forward first, sees 2 Stalkers. And Endurance knows he can pick that fight. Meanwhile, Slime at home's building Void Race. Red is just building Marines. He's getting +1. +1 weapons is halfway done for infantry, and he just started up Magfield Accelerator. But Stim, oh my god, this is gonna be the latest. You're gonna build Bio against Protoss. You're not gonna build Tech. It's 3 Rex. Just get your fast Stim and combat shields. My goodness, it's gonna be a late Stim against 2 Protoss players with Stalkers. Void Race, not going to be a fun time for you. That observer is going to die. That observer is dead. So Endurance can just poke in here and pick off units. If you take a look at the supplies, it's I mean, Team North is just ahead on economy. They're just mining more, and Slime is just behind in supply compared to everyone else. And he's not getting any particularly amazing tech either. So it looks like, I mean, not a lot has happened, but it does look like Team North has a slight lead with just how their unit compositions are working. Though Protoss isn't getting a whole lot of tech either. Getting more, you're going double robo, you're pumping 1 million. Dude, Blue has 3 observers and is getting a 4th one before he's another immortal. Are you kidding me? Okay, keep it like 4 observers and 1 died, so that's 5 observers before immortal. Solid army building. And your observer can kill enemy units by staring at them hard enough. Like peeping in on them. Their pervert mode. Oh, ooh, ooh, oh. Okay, that could have been bigger, but I got 2 disruptors. I mean, what? No, I mean cyclones. That's fine. Endurance has a lot of charge locks, as you do, and he's getting his double forge. That's about to finish up. Still, I mean, it's disruptors. And Endurance having disruptors and his opponents not having tanks or disruptors, like this, please just get disruptors. Anyway, if Teal's the only one on the map who has disruptors, that means that there is potential for the disruptors to do a lot of damage. No medevacs, I know, right? And just as you say that, 2 medevacs pop out. And there's your goddamn medevacs. Hope, take it or leave it. And, okay, he is producing more. Oh, that Endurance, no, your observer! Oh my god, lots of observers being yielded away this game. Dude, I like how this guy has 4 observers, and like 3 of them are basically on the same part of the map, and he's not even paying attention to the mini-map, so it doesn't matter. Okay, no, I'm sorry, I have to rewind that. Where the hell is this guy looking? Like, this guy has observers. He has a mini-map. Well, we think he has a mini-map. But what is he paying attention to while the disruptors are blowing up his army? This is when the disruptor is about to fire.
Let our enemy know our fury.
Anyway, I mean, big disruptor shots, what can I say? This was lost, I'm not looking too shabby. Seriously, okay, finally the observers have been spread out a bit. There's 1, 2, okay, there's 1. I had 1, okay, 2, okay, there's 3 at home and 1 on the other side. There are 2 sieged up defensively, 1 with the army and 1 forward. That's fine. Endurance's own observer is gonna scout this drop. Unfortunately, not quite enough stalkers to deal with it. Slime really needs to come over here and help with the Void Race. his flux veins on them, they're really fast. They can shoot medevacs. Fun fact, you can shoot medevacs because void rays are flying units, and they can attack medevacs, which are also flying units. Turn on the thick beams, or light units. Fantastic. Alright, Lord Burner, the tournament's not in Korea time. Like, I list three different time zones for people's reference, but strictly speaking, tournaments aren't held in any time. Especially if they're online. Not many players buy the minimap DLC, sadly. That is true. And you can see that SirSaveAhoe is what some people, like, he's great at macro and staring at his base and like building things. And as I say that, he's still floating over 1,000 gas and has no Templar archives. And has 3 forges. I'm sorry, 3 forges? What? Why do we have to... Oh my god. 3 forges, okay. Anyway, no Templar archives. A big disruptor shot. Another big another big disruptor shot. And another big disruptor shot. And... okay. Is that gonna... another big disruptor. Not quite as big, but still kind of big. This one... not even smaller. I mean, the opponents have disruptors out now too, but there are carriers out now from Slime. He actually doesn't have a bad looking supply now since he hasn't been losing units all game. But carriers do mess up the auto-targeting AI a lot. And they can also just ignore siege tanks. It makes them the perfect combination for disruptors. Or with disruptors. Can't blink on the carriers because then you'll just get disrupted. Oh, so skill. Yeah, it's so much skill involved. The ball and it blows up the opponent army for free. Oh, big disruptor shots! Oh! Oh! Oh, what are the resources? Oh my god, look at the resources last time. So, Team North actually just had the superior economy, but their death ball just wasn't as strong. Carrier, good unit, guys. Finally, looks like the stalkers are trying to blink forward to focus down the carriers. The disruptors could be helping out here. Ground army of endurance could be helping out here. But no, okay. Well, I mean the 4 carriers are still alive. We're pumping 3 more out. Team South has got plenty of money. So does Team North. Fortunately, Blue's production tab. Blue has the production. They're just not using it, and with someone who has 3 forges, their upgrades are not even fully +2 and everything, which sucks for them. You would really appreciate having an upgrade lead when your opponent is carriers. This is inhumane. Oh, lots of gateway. Oh, wow. Did not see that. I mean, holy crap, that's a lot of gateways. I don't think you want Mass Stalker for this, though. Oh my god, please, for the love of God, build a Templar Archives. You're floating so much gas. Stargate is not the answer. You're not going to spend... You need to dump your gas. Where's your income? Okay, well, I guess you can eventually trade out the gas. But like charge slots and interceptors. And stacked air units, Archons are so fantastic for that. Anyway, there are actually Thors out now. And Thors will help out against the... Okay, you know, don't let the Marauder fight, because it charge up by itself. There are Thors out, so that means you can fight carriers. The problem is that there are disruptors on the ground, and we all know the relationship that Thors and disruptors have with each other, which is to say that the Thors explode on contact. Endurance looking to pick a fight by himself, baiting out some aggressive moves, but we're just gonna blink back. We're not gonna fall for it. There's just so much Sky Toss. 14 carriers and 10 disruptors against all of this is I mean, a lot of interceptors are already dead, but this is when Endurance's army comes in and you just throw out the balls, blow up a ton of units. Every time you throw out a ball, a bunch of units die. Oh, and the interceptor count is still still kind of healthy. Ooh, gonna get another big shot over there, and Red accidentally loaded his medevacs while we're shooting. This is gonna take a while to unload. You can have all the ego in the world against your opponents, but the problem is when they get their death ball and you don't have something that can fight it, they are capable of just ending the game whenever the hell they want to do it. So you better. Oh my god, Terran. Red needs to start building some goddamn ghosts. Like, they're Protoss. Get ghosts. They're both Protoss. Your ghosts are twice as good because they're 2 Protoss players on the other side and not 1. Oh, those disruptors are a little bit exposed. Still gonna get some decent hits though. The carriers are almost done rebuilding their interceptor counts. Oh god, the resources lost tab is pretty disgusting right now. Team North has been 50% less efficient. Has burned 50% more resources than Team South has. So, 6 carriers, 56 charges, 24 stalkers, 8 disruptors, I mean, 87 stalkers, yikes. We recalled somewhere? Oh, okay, so I believe... Oh, wow, you actually saw the drop with the Charta? I don't think there's... I think that was how we saw it. Yeah, that must have been how we saw it. Red not even gonna bother killing it. Finally, there are Tempests out. I think 3 Tempests at a time, and they've got +1 air weapons, +2 not on the way. Because he's not paying attention, probably, but... I mean, Slime already has +3 weapons. Both sides are expanding into their entire half of the map. The gold bases are the hardest ones on the map to take because they're a little bit further away from you and really close to your opponent. It's just in this really contested region of the map. So it's common to see long games where neither of those bases is taken. And Red is just going to go for another Doom drop. Question is, okay, yeah, this Doom drop is going to be completely unscouted. Endurance and Slime, unfortunately, not making as many observers as they probably should be. Endurance is 2, could probably stand to make a few more. A bunch of disruptor shots, not quite aimed perfectly, is not gonna... Okay, so they're gonna pick off the Nexus, but at what cost? They're gonna pick off the Nexus, but at what cost? All your medevacs are dying, and your army's like, yikes. Oh god. So it's about 30,000 resources lost to 45,000. Means Team North is continuing to trade very inefficiently. And I don't think they've been out mining them by that much. Storms on the disruptors, fantastic. Blue has finally found a way to dump his gas bank, but I don't think that's how you do it. And her entire army is getting destroyed. Doom drop, more like Doom drop, says Neo, and I am inclined to agree with him. And more Tempest being pumped out, more Thors, more Marines, still no Ghosts. I just don't... Like, these Ghosts are just so important. You want to fight late game Protoss? It's a really big problem that... Oh my god, these disruptors. There seems to be more Marauders and more Ghosts. Like, it's totally cool if you want to play Bio and it's late game Protoss, because that's... Like, your late game TVP comp is totally going to involve lots of Bio units, but it can't just be Mass Marine. There's got to be Vikings in there, there's got to be... I mean, I guess Vikings are kind of pointless. against this number of carriers, but there's gotta be Liberators, there's gotta be Marauders, there's definitely gotta be Ghosts. You can see Team North actually had a decent amount of money with which to fight back. I mean, certainly less than Team South had. But like, they just weren't ever able to fight efficiently. Like, look at this. Like, Team North, deadass, almost lost twice as much money as Team South did this entire game. And it's because Endurance just made a ton of no GG. Just made a ton of disruptors, and then Fi made a ton of carriers, and then they just kept taking fantastic trade after fantastic trade after fantastic trade, and Team North didn't transition out into anything good until it was way too late to make a difference. So kudos to Team South for camping into carrier disruptor. Very skilled gameplay. So proud of you. I'm kidding. But yeah, good job guys. Let's go to the next replay. Oh, and I guess I'll show you the resources for the units last time. A lot of crap died that game. Okay,